Thanks for tuning in, and today we'll be doing a review on this, which is the Teak Performance Series against the Teak Tuning Gen 2 Prolific Complete 32mm for both of them. And I will be putting them head to head in today's video and see which one I actually like better. And I am doing modifications to this one, upgrades to make it at least perform equal to a. Hopefully, we'll see how this all pans out. So, should be exciting. Alright, to start off, this one I have not touched. This is, I guess, my Teak Tuning control. It's brand new. I've done a couple kickflips with it. Then there's this one, which was the first one I had bought. And then here's one that came in. I'd ordered two of the random Gen 2 completes. And this is the other one I've been using it a lot. You can see it's worn right down. And I'll be putting these up against this. I would have bought more of these, but this was the only one of these boards within a 3-hour radius of my house. So I only was able to buy one. But there's that. And these will be the boards for today. All right, so I didn't do any kind of like unboxing of this because there's like hundreds of thousands of those videos, so I didn't want to waste that time. But I didn't see any Teak Tuning versus the Teak Performance Series, so I thought that'd be kind of a cool comparison to see how they pan out. And I'm interested myself to see how they pan out, because this was $14.99, and these Teak boards, well, this was $11. These two, but that's from the mystery bundle. Normally they're about $25 a piece. And I just went right ahead. I didn't. I tried to run it stock, and it's okay. I mean, the wheels are actually, here's the wheels that came off it. They're rubber coated plastic wheels, which bite a lot harder than these. I'm using the cheap CNC bearing wheels. So the board, it'll slide. These, it's like on rails, but without the bearings, it's really not that impressive. So, here's the old bushings, I got a bunch. So what I have are the Teak Tuning, probably just generic CNC wheels, what I would call them. The bearing wheels, and I did Teak Tuning bubble bushings on this, but the trucks, if you can see it, the kingpins are too tall, so I had to put the metal washers on the top. But it didn't change anything, it just allowed the nut to go down enough to just slightly squish the bushings. So the board still, it rocks just fine. So that's where that board's at. I'm gonna use this because I've been running this one a lot, mostly for my head-to-head. Okay, so something that I didn't mention, but I wanted to. I wish I had more than one of these boards so I could really explain this better. But these two boards are the exact same board. Everything, all the specs are completely the same. And this board pops really crappy. This one has like a nice, it's got a good snap to it. But this one's it's probably not going to show up on camera, but this one has a really soft, waterlogged feel to it. When this one has a nice, snappy, just good pop to it. So I thought that was weird. This board and this board are completely different. Like when you're using them, if you interchange back and forth, it takes a minute to, get tuned back in. So that's just a weird disclaimer for Teak there. I don't know why that's the way it is, but it is. So I have no way to show you with the Teak one. They could be the exact same. I don't know. But just an observation. Right, so I think my final thoughts on this little comparison is that I think the Tech deck is actually much better than the Teak one, and just like consistency. I don't know if it's the way, it's almost like the Tech deck one, the nose, you can see it's a little bit boxier. It makes it easier to do flip tricks. It flips a lot faster. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing realistically to other people, but to me, I think that the Performance Series with the upgraded bushings and wheels, ironically, from Teak Tuning, because I actually really like their bushings, but it's really good. If you put the small upgrades on this, it's a really good board. It's probably my favorite one I have now, actually. I'll probably use this for quite a while. I'm gonna order grip tape for this thing. When I do the grip tape, I'm gonna reshape the edges so not as sharp. And from there, that's really all I'm gonna do to it for a while. Maybe I'll order actual real trucks, not Tech deck trucks. End of the day, I would say, if you just want to open it up and use it, just go with the Teak Tuning. They're, you know, it's a 32. If you want a 34, they sell 34s and they're completes as well. Make sure it comes with the bubble bushings, the stock bushings. If you see my first video about these, I really hated the board, 100% didn't like it. Had no intentions on using it again. My buddy Connor said, hey, put the bubble bushings in it and you'll think differently. And I do. With the bubble bushings, the board is really, it's nice, you know? But this, if you want something that's gonna outperform, I think this is more consistent. This board, I see different flights all the time. This one was pretty consistent, really, like for only using it for as long as I have. I was doing some pretty hard tricks back to back without even trying all that hard. So if you're looking for a decent board that's consistent, it feels good, and you want to put a little bit of effort into it, making it kind of like unique to yourself, go to the Tech Deck Performance Series and these are just the Tech Deck trucks, and it's actually working really well. You can even put, 32mm China trucks on it if you want. I did bubble bushings from Teak Tuning and these just cheap plastic bearing wheels. And it's great. I like it. So yeah, like I said, that's enough rambling. That's my overall winner is the Tech Deck. And I wouldn't go with the Pro Series. I've seen a lot of bad things. Don't spend the $70 on the Pro Series. This thing was $14 and I've got next to nothing into it, to put these wheels and bushings in it. So I would recommend doing that. So yeah, thanks for tuning in today, and I'll do it for today's fingerboard video, but be sure to check in the future. I've got plenty more to come. Like this, I built this myself. I got a bunch of videos coming about making obstacles. So yeah, be sure to check that one out, and catch you next time.